Hi, Emanuele. Thank you so much for coming to the Investor Talk. How are you today?
Very fine, thanks. And Massimiliano, very happy to be here with you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you very much. Before we start talking about the main topics regarding venture capital or the investment in startups, would you like to give a short background on yourself?
Yes, why not? I always believe that ethics, sustainability, and trust are parts of the social capital. And the social capital, I think, today more than ever, it matters. And I found that some of the most innovative and sustainable companies in Italy investing in these added values, starting from Bear Brand. Among the brand superlative with this zero waste philosophy before all the others, anticipating the brand less sustainable luxury. And one 3D that represent the future social blockchain community of the Internet of Things, and that permits to give a digital and traceable identity to every object. And this has been founded, the idea comes up to 2009 and has been awarded in 2010. And so we are talking of the same age of the white paper of Satoshi Nakamoto, Bitcoin. So really visionary in this case, and permits to give a digital and traceable identity to every object. And by funding some of these innovative startups in terms of material innovation and digital innovation with high specialization in what it is the high-end industries, not only in fashion, but all of the range of the high-end industry, because today we are working and we are networking with the most known brand in terms of luxury and ultra luxury segment. And working with them, we have achieved a sort of excellence. And now we want to return to innovative founders what we have created and the thriving with them in the future.
Thank you, Manuel. In terms of geography, I suppose your main probably if the focus is Italy. Do you invest also outside Italy?
Yes, well considered our business model, we prefer to invest in Italy, also because it is one of the countries that most needed support of a company like us.
In terms of ticket, how much do you normally invest?
In terms of tickets, in some cases, we have even over 1 million, considering that the pre-seed and seed phase are all developed in-house.
Okay. I mean, you are very early investor, pre-seed and seed. So probably the most complex investment is exactly in this stage. Where do you find conviction when investing? What do you see the most? The company, the team, the product itself?
Thanks for the question, Massimiliano. We are strongly specialized in the high-end sector, as anticipated before. Therefore, our investments are exclusively focused on sustainable luxury opportunities. The business model, team, and product must already have reached an early stage in terms of business model. And we help them to achieve the growth phase and then to spin off.
Thank you. When you meet the founders, do you need the face-to-face as was before the pandemic, or you can go, for example, to a full Zoom until investing has been happening for a while?
For our industry, it is fundamental to have a face-to-face approach. It's very important when assessing the opportunity. But even more so the incubation and acceleration phase that take place in-house, because it is in this way they absorb our philosophy and they absorb a method that will help them in the growth phase when spin off.
After investing, how many times do you like to meet the founders? How active you are in terms of helping or the support they need?
In the pre-seed and seed phase, Berbrand supports the startup with an attentive and dedicated mentoring and dedicated team. As soon as a startup achieves its own operational, managerial, and financial autonomy, Berbrand sets up a dedicated spin-off with industrial or financial partner or both, guaranteeing almost total autonomy and an exit within 5 years. And this is only feasible due to the networking and the reputation that we've achieved in these years.
In terms of value added, where do you see the most you can add to them?
In terms of added value, I think that obviously, first of all, our network, that it is in the position of support the business idea. So, by collaborating since years with some of the most challenging institutions like United Nations, OSD, and the European Commissions in terms of innovative projects, and also collaborating in some institutional project dedicated to large corporations, we are in position to support them in their ambitions, especially when their ambitions are big enough and this is the best case for us.
Thank you. Do you co-invest or you just go yourself when it comes to investing in these early stages?
In seed and pre-seed phases, we are the sole investors. And in the early stages, sometimes we are the sole investor. In other cases, we started to engage with other ones. And when we spin off the company, for sure, we do it together with other investors, industrial or financial, depending on the case, or both.
Interesting. I've been talking to many VC and many corporate VC, and I can see a very big difference when it comes to how the portfolio should work together. In your case, your portfolio company should have some kind of interaction to some extent between them.
Yes, since our investment is strongly focused on high-end and in luxury and sustainable luxury, so preferably with a project that take care of an upcycle model and a circular economy model, it is obvious that the startup in our portfolio and the ventures that we have found, or even the ventures in which we have exited, are strong. They have a strong partnership, science sharing same values, same networking of clients, and why not, in some cases, also same network of investors. Because as we all know, when an investor sees that the business model is working, he is willing to reinvest again his money.
Thank you. May I know your advice? What can be your advice to founders, especially when it comes to early stage, when the time to pivot arrives and they need to recognize that something has to be changed to avoid failure?
Unless the team demonstrate outstanding qualities, if the business model does not prove successful within 2 years, the incubated startup is terminated. This is our philosophy. We are Darwinian in this case.
May I ask you, why did you decide to be an investor and run your incubation?
Oh, this is a very easy question because first of all, I have suffered firsthand the 12 levels of Hercules of fundraising. Consider also the context in which I live, it is Italy. None of them have been spared to me. It has been very, very, very difficult. Let's say that our business models allows them, so to these new founders, to save at least half of them. And this is the reason why I decided to be an investor. We live in a very difficult environment for startup, and I mean for ambitious startup, and this is why I decided to invest. So to give to the founder, especially to young founders, the possibility to have companies that have a potential to have a very ambitious growth phase, even to a listing when interesting.
We are both Italian. We know the great potential in Italy when it comes to innovation. We are very great. There is nothing to do. What is very missing is the capital. So I'm very happy you did something similar. And I do believe a good support to Italian founders, they can really succeed without any problem. Let's say you had three very early stage founders, or anyway, startups coming to you, pretty similar. What can be the difference and that is going to trigger your decision? Okay, I'm going to the A and not B or C.
Yes, well, we take care a lot to check if they have a concrete business plan in tune with our investment philosophy, and above all, an incredibly determined team. And the determination is, in my point of view, one of the main aspects for the success of the team.
What can be the perfect recipe to convince you to invest in the startup?
Well, yes, as in my case, is being able to demonstrate that you already have recurring customers and an exponential growth rate potentially. And before being in position to achieve my first fundraise Series A, I had to demonstrate to have amazing clients and to be factual in that, and to demonstrate to the investor that they not only are recurrent, not only are satisfied, but they are in position to have an exponential growth rate potential.
How funders can reach you? How they can come and pitch to you?
It's very easy. They can find me on many social. First of all, on LinkedIn. I reply to all without exceptions, so they can reach me before checking my biography, also on my personal blog. See that they can find some added value in the inventors, in my experience and in the experience of our team by checking our company web pages and our fund startup histories. And in this case, they are free to write to me or to one of my teammates and colleagues. And if we see that there is opportunity, we make it real.
How important is for you the intellectual property belonging to the startup you're investing in?
Intellectual property are important, but at the same time, they are really useful for business ventures that at the beginning are weak. So they have to fight against giants in a special venture, or with venture that have a long-term projection. In other cases, IP are not so important. Most important is the determination of the team, the willing to grow, and the presence to the final customers, and be fast.
I mean, I would like to close with this one. Inside your sectors, which one can be even the verticals, the one you believe founders can invest their time in launching their ventures, where they have most probability to succeed because the market is going to be pretty well?
Especially in these last couple of years, I've met a lot of venture capitals, much more bigger than me, 100 times bigger than me, or even 1,000 times bigger than me. And I saw that all of them are looking for startups that are able to generate widespread and share happiness and prosperity. So prosperity is one of the key issues, but I think that the future startup must have a connection with happiness. So when we are thinking about the circular economy, when we are thinking about sustainability, when we are thinking about new technology, must be ventures that are in position to improve the quality of life of all of us and of the humanity. I think that more venture capitalist is bigger and more is looking to make something good and for the planet and to leave a good track on the planet.
May I ask you your point of view of metaverse? And I'm going to close, I promise. What do you think about the metaverse? There is so much talking and so much money moving there.
Obviously, it's my opinion, but being one of the first who has developed a model of distributed ledgers, therefore blockchain, therefore digital identity, that it is at the base of artificial intelligence developed on the virtuality, and in a few words, what it is becoming the metaverse. I think that the real application of the future in metaverse will be application more technological than emotional. And what I mean that metaverse applied to in medical, let's think to surgeon operationals, or in logistic, or in helping to implement the virtual reality in working area. I think that will be even more promising. What we call and what we hear on the generalist media, like art, like CryptoKitties, and so on, are these are trends. So we'll have a hype, but still they are facing their wake part, so that there is nothing behind to support them. On the contrary, what I see and what we are also working are in the metaverse are applications that are in position to improve the customer experience, the usability, and also to improve the possibility to make something remote in terms of working. And I cannot disclose because I have an NDA about metaverse, but I can tell to you an experience that I have done a couple of work because it is a direct experience in our company. For the first time, we have had an audit of a very well-known company, one of the largest in this field. So we're talking of a company that has a turnover that it is over the 10 billions. And this company has audited us. Instead of coming in 5 people, coming only 1 people with virtual glasses, augmented reality, and all of the other people of the team of auditing were following this one, and like he was in presence. It is amazing, but really was like to have them in presence. And this is happening now. This is not metaverse, but I think that the next application of metaverse will be in this field. So something that really can support the daily life in terms of work, medical, health, and the logistic.
I do agree. I do believe this is a very good part of the future, which will help us to improve, to enhance in many ways. Emanuele, thank you so much for coming to the Investor Talk. It's been a very great pleasure for me. Thank you.
It was a pleasure also for me as well, and also to see Italians living in London, and let's make Italy great. help us to do it.
We do it all together. Thank you.
Yes, thank
Bye-bye.
you. Ciao
Thank you.
Massimiliano, bye.